Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kiana Mariza Ajani and I'm from English Education Department IAIN Langsa. In this video, I will make a presentation about the research under the title Learner Autonomy and Educational Goal of Teaching Foreign Language at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa. Okay. First, we're gonna look into background of study. LA has become the focus of a growing number of researchers, teachers, and classroom practitioners to show them how to become autonomous learners. And the teacher-centered language teaching and learning has become the established focus for enhancing learner autonomy when learning a foreign language. And then, actually, the idea of autonomy in learning is deeply rooted in both Western and Eastern thought, as evidenced in the following quotations. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only have him find it within himself. And give a man fish, and you will feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you will feed him for a lifetime. And then, since the beginning of the 21st century, the theory and practice of autonomy has evolved considerably in response to the changing of landscape of foreign language education. Okay, let's move into the research question. There are several research questions in this research. First, in what ways does learner autonomy approach enhance students' mastery in foreign language? And then, how effective are the various aspects of learner autonomy to be involved in foreign language education? And the last, which effective teacher strategy increasing learner autonomy in foreign language education? Okay. And then we're gonna look into the research objective. First is to figure out whether the implementations of learner autonomy approach can enhance the students' mastering a foreign language at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa. And then to find out whether the effectiveness of involving learner autonomy approach in students' foreign language mastery at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa. And then the research significance. There are two research significance in this research. First is for teachers. The result of the study can be used to help teaching students foreign language mastery. So the students can be easier in emphasize the autonomous learning in foreign language education, and hopefully this learner autonomy approach can be a medium to improve the students' foreign language mastery. And then for students, it can also be used to improve and develop their abilities in mastering a foreign language, because it will give them a new insights of language learning in order to enhancing learner autonomy when learning a foreign language. And it hopes to give a positive influence to students in their foreign language skill. Okay. Now we're gonna look into the review of literature. First is we should defining learners' autonomy. Actually, one of the experts, the name is Holek, has elaborates the definition of the learner's autonomy as the ability to have and to hold the responsibility for all decisions concerning all aspects of learnings, such as the determining the objective, defining the content and progression, selecting the method and techniques, monitoring the procedure, and also evaluating what has been acquired. So the learner's autonomy described as a terms of the ability to take charge of one's own learning. Okay. Second, we want to describe about macro and microstructures of learning environments. So macrostructures might be the institution chosen technology platform, and it often known as a learning management or LMS. LMS is a platform to enhance or limit learning opportunities through their design, such as content folders, discussion boards, and also virtual meeting room. So how about microstructure? It's more in line with protocol typically used in face-to-face environments and have a similar power in the virtual classroom. and it's actually used to teach critical competences such as productive collaboration, database feedback, and reflective learning. And microstructure can enhance student engagement and create the learner-centered, satisfying experiences. Okay. Next is a social exposure language learning. One of the factors that determine successful language teaching and learning is language exposure, and the number of times students are exposed to the target language and culture. And it also refers to the amount of time a person interacts with language, or even a person takes part in all ways of communication, such as reading books, magazines, newspapers, browsing the net, getting information from various media sources, or even watching YouTube videos or movies. And the next one is cognitive behaviorism. The behaviors theory of native language learning that infants learn oral language from other human role models through a process involving imitation, rewards, and practice. So thus, praise and affection become rewards. It means that behaviors theory is a theory of stimulus and response psychology through a trial and error process. Okay, we'll look into the research hypothesis. Okay, the first hypothesis is that there is no significance of learner autonomy approach towards students' foreign language mastery at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa of IAIN Langsa. And the next hypothesis is there is significance of learner autonomy approach towards students' foreign language mastery at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa. And then we're gonna look into the research design. In this research, the researcher used a quantitative method in the form of survey design. And the variable and the classroom of this research, we use students in the UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa that has been taught English and Arabic. And the variable of this research is, first independent variable is learner autonomy, and dependent variable is educational goal of teaching foreign language at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa. And then research setting. The research will conduct at UPT Pengembangan Bahasa IAIN Langsa located in Jalan Merandeh, Langsa Lama, Kota Langsa, Aceh, Indonesia. And the population and sample. The researcher took the population of this research as the students in 4th semester from 4 faculties and 6 majors that have learned foreign language, which is English and Arabic. And the sample of this research is 50 students from 500 students with the random sampling techniques. And the instrument of this research is questionnaire and also tryout. Okay, and then the data collections of this research. The researchers collecting data by using closed-ended questionnaires and tryout with the purpose of measuring their attainment of specified criteria. And in this research, the test used to measure the students' achievement in educational goals of teaching language, and the data analysis procedure. In this research, the researchers used quantitative data analysis technique, and the questionnaires data were analyzed using statistical method. And this technique of data analysis belonged to quantitative data analysis, and the data was analyzed by SPSS 16.0. Okay guys, thank you so much for your attention, for watching my video. I'm sorry if I made a mistakes, and thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.